Lumberjerks has 2 to 5 players racing to cut down their tree. Howling Hog Games provided this in exchange for an honest review. Each player arranges their trees in front of them, then takes 2 cards. On your turn, you'll roll a die. Chop one section on a 3, 4, and 5, and chop 2 sections on a 6, then draw and play a card. Once you've finished all your actions, the next player gets to go. Your trees have 7 sections. These double-sided cards show chopped trees on the back, so you'll be flipping cards as you play. Wildlife negatively modifies rolls. If a moose, deer, or bear are in your tree, you'll fail unless you roll a 6. If you do chop successfully, wildlife get chased away to the discard pile. You can also get rid of wildlife by passing on your turn. If you do pass, you don't get to do a thing. No rolling, no playing or drawing cards, nothing. Chop again cards are pretty straightforward. Game rules for modifiers and rolling a 6 both still apply. Play a grow card on a player to flip one section of their tree from chopped to healthy. If they have a hippie, which I'll show in a moment, 2 sections regrow. Jerk cards are super powerful cards that can be played in addition to the standard cards. As you'd expect from the name, they tend to be really bad for other players, but some, like the barbecue, are good for you. You can only get rid of a hippie with the Axe Hippie Repellent or by rolling a 6. A player cannot have more than 1 hippie. Hippies aren't discarded, but instead passed to another player. The game ends immediately when a player chops the final section of their tree. Roll dice, play cards to help you or hurt your opponents, and chop down that tree. That's Lumberjerks. Save Lumberjerks for a dining table. Your trees are narrow and tall and take up a surprising amount of space. I guess if you have a very long table, everyone could play side by side. The box says 15 to 30 minutes, and I think that's pretty accurate. Our games average just under 20 minutes, whether you play with 3, 4, or 5 people. There's single-digit addition and subtraction, and the mechanisms are super simple. I'd say 5 or 6-year-olds could be fine with older players, and a group of 8 or 9-year-olds could be fine on their own. If players have a bit of trouble reading the jerk cards, you could play without them, but I recommend keeping them in if you can. Our 5th game of Lumberjerks was a 5-player game. Me and Mom raced ahead, and we were both 2 away from winning after just a few turns. Our friend Norm had a slow start, but started chopping away at his tree. Dad and Grandma snuck in, and soon they were tied for the lead. It was a close and crazy game, but Dad managed to win. Lumberjerks, like the Curse of Misfortune Lane, also made by Howling Hog Games, has a fun theme and really cool art. I know only one other lumberjacking game, Click Clack Lumberjack, and it's very different. The length is appropriate for this type of game. It's chaotic and full of luck, some of which can be mitigated, wiped away, whatever. But what do you expect from a silly family game? King of Tokyo is one of the most popular games of all time, and it's basically Yahtzee with monsters. Sometimes simple is exactly what you're looking for. On that note, I showed in Storytime that you're never out of a game. This could bother some people who want to be in total control of things. Again, Lumberjerks isn't that type of game. Consider yourself warned. There's a surprising amount of choice in the game. It's fun when simple games have more to them than you expect. Is it more important at that moment to help yourself or hurt an opponent? Do you push your luck despite having an animal in your tree, or should you just skip your turn? I'd only play this with 4 and 5 people. At lower counts, you have fewer choices for the wildlife and hippies, and it just feels like something is always happening, but not in a good way. I'd like to see a bot player. Maybe they could have an action deck or something, just to have one more person to race and affect, or be affected by. I think the name is fun and catchy, but some people might be put off by it, especially if played with really young kids. Maybe a set of stickers could be offered to at least cover the name on the box with the name Lumberjacks, although it's on the card backs as well. Lumberjerks is best when playing with casual or light gamers, or with families of mixed ages. This isn't one we're going to play regularly, but with Grandma or some school friends? Yeah, it's a pretty fun way to pass a bit of time.